This is a valve on our swimming pool which has been leaking drip by drip since it was put in 3 years ago. For a long time I thought that the only thing to do would be to replace the whole thing, which is expensive as the plastic is welded in. However, I found last year that I could just replace the internals. So this is a video of me replacing the internals of that valve. As it turned out, that wasn't the problem, and if you stay around to the end, I'll show you what the actual problem was. So here I've turned off the system and started taking out the 72 screws that hold the top on. At this point I thought it might be important to know which way to put it back on, so I put a couple of sticky labels on saying in and out. Probably just one that said in would have been fine too. I loosened off the top and took off the handle. The top didn't particularly want to come off, so I went round and eased it gently. And eased it some more. And there it is. There was in fact a small nick right there. So I took this one off, which just pulls out, and replaced it with the one that I had purchased. And I'm putting gasket lube on all the gaskets just to make sure that that isn't a problem. So now we just have to put the screws back in, put the handle back on, turn on the pump, and wait for the cartridge filter to get up to pressure. And you know it's done that when it starts squirting water. Like that. But alas, the drip didn't stop. It was only when I was looking at the photos later on, and enlarging this particular one, that I found that the actual problem was back at installation time when somebody had put too much solvent on, and a little drip of it fell through into the inside of the chamber, right where that arrow is. Once I had chipped that off and sanded it down with 3 different grits of sandpaper, the drip stopped. Well, at least I got to take the valve stem back and get my $60 back. You have to love it when advice from 5 or 6 pool experts and the $60 part doesn't fix it, and a penknife and some sandpaper gets the job done.